Alright guys, what is going on? BusterBarnes here, bringing you the next episode of my FIFA 21 West Ham career mode. Last episode we picked up some decent wins. Calvert-Lewin has levelled the Premier League goal scoring record with still games to spare, so hopefully he can overtake that. But we do have a few big games to get into this episode. We do have Tottenham, we do have Chelsea, we might even get to the game against Lyon in the Europa League as well. It all depends on if we get another FA Cup fixture, if we can win this game against Bradford. I'm not too sure. I am going to be simulating this game though in a second. But if you guys do enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below of things you want to see. And also subscribe for more FIFA 21 content. Now, as you guys know, looking at the second team, Jack Wilshere is out and he's pretty much out for the rest of the season. Frederick's out for like another month or so as well. So I was actually thinking of bringing in another centre mid, probably only on loan at the moment, as we do only have, I believe, 6 million in the bank. So I don't think there's anyone we can realistically bring in this year. But yeah, I was thinking of a centre mid. And whilst I know you guys probably don't want me to keep bringing in Chelsea players, I think we've only got two to be fair, Loftus-Cheek and Gilmour. But I was looking at the transfer hub, and someone I was thinking of loaning is actually Ross Barkley. I think that obviously this season, after last, he'll be back from Aston Villa on loan. He's still at Chelsea, probably isn't being used, and I think he could really, definitely probably fill in that Wilshere role in our second team for the cup matches like against Bradford. So could prove as well to be a decent substitute off the bench. So I'm actually thinking of maybe getting him on loan. Not sure about an option to buy or anything like that. He is 28, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills as well, pretty good. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to approach Chelsea to loan him. And apparently his contract length is too short for us to consider going out on loan. So that actually throws a bit of a spanner in the works. Okay guys, so we actually have found a loan target, and that is going to be Conor Gallagher. What is going on with this glitch, guys? I have no clue. But we could go for a loan to buy, but I don't think I'm interested in doing that, because I don't want to be buying too many players from Chelsea, because I just think that's not fair. So I'm just going to go for a regular loan, and I think I'm probably just going to go for the 1 year as well. So I guess we'll probably have him going into next season if we need him as well. So hopefully they should just accept that. They're willing to let him go short term. You know what, that's fine, because that'll just be until the end of the season, I think, so that is alright. And then they want us to split it 60-70. You know what, to be honest, I'm completely fine accepting that, so that is absolutely good by me. And I think that should hopefully just be sorted out for us. The only thing is I don't think he'll be able to join us before this game against Bradford, but he could prove to be decent for Wilshere. Let me just double check the bench. I don't think he'll be on it. Nope, he won't. So yeah, but at least that's going to be secure, guys. Conor Gallagher will be adding some depth into our squad. But let's get into this game against Brighton. Just going to sim it, and hopefully we can pick up the win. So we did pick up a 2-0 win, guys. Urzi getting on the score sheet, which is very nice for him. Also Benrahma. So both our substitute wingers scoring. 4 shots, 2 goals. Possession 70%. Pretty decent. We progress in the FA Cup. I will be able to check hopefully soon now when our next fixture is. So we might actually have to play that this episode instead of the Europa League. But I guess we shall see. Now we will be going on to a massive game though against Spurs in the Premier League. And we actually got battered by them last time. And as you can see, they're 7 points ahead. Hopefully Calvert-Lewin will be fit to play. And I guess we'll see how that goes. Gallagher has been loaned in on a short-term agreement. So I'm going to go to the second team and swap him straight in there for Wilshere. And he should just prove to be a decent option, at least for the moment. Don't know what his rating is going to be. 71, not the worst, to be honest. Obviously one of the weaker players, but same sort of rating as Ampadu, and he should just prove to be okay depth, at least going forward. Transfer offer for Diop from Liverpool. I think it's a little bit too late to be considering any offers for him. He's got good potential, and I think I'm going to keep him, guys. If you want me to let go of him, do say in the comments, so maybe we can look at doing that in the summer, but I think it's just a little bit too late on to be doing that, and especially to Liverpool as well. Don't want to be selling him to them. So maybe if a team outside the league came in, that'd be a little bit more tempting. Right, game against Spurs now. Massive game against first place. They absolutely battered us when they were at the London Stadium. Now we're at their ground. And they have Sergio Busquets, Goretzka in midfield. Still got Kane, still got Son, Alaba and Umtiti. They've really vamped up their squad. Dyer at left back, which is interesting. Should maybe be able to get past him with the pace. So that is a interesting option from them. Klosterman at right back, Lloris in goal. I tell you what, we do seem to be a little bit better away from home, so maybe, just maybe, we can pull off an upset and get a bit close to them, and who knows, maybe miracles do happen, guys. We saw it with Leicester, maybe we'll see it with West Ham. And that was not great from us, and we can't let Harry Kane get through at all, and that was a really nice block, but they've still got the ball as we cannot retain possession, and it really just seems like the classic way of playing this game. But Frimpong marks Lucas very nicely there, and the through ball from Rice over to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's going to pop that through, and I'll tell you what, Ismaila Sarr putting Dyer at left back was really not a good decision from Tottenham, as Ismaila Sarr buries it in the back of the net on the counter-attack. And God, what is Mourinho thinking? We know what Mourinho likes to do. He likes his big men at the back, but he's putting Maguire at left back against Sarr. Like, what type of tactical blunder is that? To be honest, guys, if anything, it's just the game getting stuff a little bit mixed up, as we saw with the weird managers at the start. They seem to have patched the game, but it seems to have messed up the managers. But either way, Sarr gets the goal. They were actually talking about in the press conference before that Sarr apparently wasn't in form. Well, I tell you what, he shut them up now and got 12 goals in the league. So if that's not in form, I don't know what is. And you can see Son in the background of someone that's maybe trying to rival him as one of the best wingers in the Prem at the moment. But there's a lot of competition. But with that said, let's try and keep hold of this lead. But with that, it's going to be half time. 1-0 away at Tottenham, I will take it, but we know that they can score a lot of goals in the second half, as I believe they scored maybe 3 or 4 against us last time we played them in the second half. So yeah, really need to keep on top of it. Just going to go into the instructions quickly and see if I actually change them from when Boga was last in. Boga cut inside, getting behind. Okay, that is absolutely fine. Let's see how the second half goes, hopefully with a win. Going to run down the wing, and I'll tell you what, the fullbacks really not dealing with our pace well, as Boga does whip that through. And I tell you what, Loftus-Cheek has a shot, and I tell you what, our finishing is a bit to be desired. A lot of shots just hit straight at Hugo Lloris, but I tell you what, the Celso now goes through to the Goretzka, and I don't think the defending's there, but Rice manages to save us with the captaincy. And now I tell you what, Loftus-Cheek's going to get through, and can he put it through to Boga? He can. Maybe not the best of balls, but Boga's going to pop that back over to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek now can pass that through to Calvert-Lewin, and can he do it? Calvert-Lewin has done it, guys. The record-breaking goal. He is now the Premier League's all-time top scorer in one season, and he's done it away at Spurs to secure a 2-goal lead, which hopefully we can keep up in this game. And it is assisted by Loftus-Cheek. Calvert-Lewin makes the run, shoots across goal. Classic one from him against the champions away from home. West Ham away fans must be going absolutely mental. And again, like I've said, he's just shown Everton. When we bought him from Everton, he was in bad form. He wasn't even playing for them. I think he'd scored 1 Premier League goal for them before we bought him, and he's just been amazing ever since we've started playing him last season and this season. And as you can see, new record, 33 goals, puts it 2-0 past Tottenham. And God, guys, I tell you what, maybe it's too late for us to win the league this season, but with a performance like this, surely next season you'd like to think that it is within the question, within this 3-year project. But on Antonio for Calvert-Lewin, because I think Calvert-Lewin deserves his standing ovation from the West Ham away fans, and that is what he is going to get. There we go, he's coming off, he's beat the record, we give him the high five. Antonio is now coming on. The West Ham fans, you could see, applauding him, and hopefully we're going to maintain this 2-0 lead. That is it, guys, 2-0 away from home against Tottenham Hotspur, the champions. We should be very happy with that result. I am in my West Ham kit, as always, with my Neon 99, because I wonder if a manager did that in real life, I wonder what people would think of him. They would not be liking him for sure. But either way, guys, 2-0 against the champions. That is going to do well. We might have not even changed position in the table, but either way, we've got that much closer to Tottenham Hotspur. Transfer offer closed. Final sum in the transfer window, £827,450,000. Pretty mental. Game against Chelsea, who actually aren't doing that great this season. They have Ginter at centre-back though as their captain, which is interesting. No more, I'm not sure who it was they actually had. Again, that guy from who used to play for Arsenal was not that great. But Dubois, Baba Rahman, James in midfield. Is that Reece James they've got playing midfield? That's quite cool actually. But Moses, Kennedy on the wings. No wonder they're not doing that great. I don't know what they're really doing with their team. It should be a game that we should win. Let me tell you guys, it's not worth beating It's Tottenham if we can't then go on and beat Chelsea, because we'll just be back where we started. Lunin's now up to 80, which is nice. Anthony Taylor is reffing, so hopefully, I know that he does not have the best record of Chelsea matches, so hopefully he'll actually be on our payroll this game, and we'll be able to get the good old 3 points against the Blues. Looks like that Bowen is not going to be starting this game. Right, Sar's going to hit that in, and I don't think Loftus-Cheek was going to get his head on that. That was poor by me, but Kennedy now up to Kai Havertz. He's probably going to have to, I was going to say cut inside Kante, who actually was the one who did get past us. A decent slide tackle just gives it straight back to them now, unfortunately. And I tell you what, this is not great from them. And Havertz shoots and Havertz scores. And I thought I was tight enough to him to stop him getting away with the shot, but I actually couldn't do it. And he has managed to score. And I tell you what, he's dancing at the London Stadium against us. Impressive headstands. But yeah, that was not a great start. Him and Werner, the 2 danger men up front, actually linking up, and that was poor. I thought I'd stepped in time. Apparently not. And now we're behind. And I tell you what, we really need to be getting something from this game. On the defence, and Kennedy shoots, and we do have to force another save from Lunin. BusterBarnes, that was a very good ball to Havertz, and Havertz has actually kept it in, and he's passed over to Werner, who shoots, and that's another save for Lunin. Chelsea have been absolutely all over us, guys, in this match so far, but they are going to keep it, and Kante's going to go down the wing, and I tell you what, he's going to dribble through our entire team and score. And I hate how this happens in this game. Kante sort of wouldn't do that in real life, but I mean, either way, he's done well. And Chelsea are 2-0 up, guys, at the stadium. And yeah, I guess they're getting back for us, as we did manage to pretty much batter them at Stamford Bridge. So they've probably got a bit of a chip on their shoulder from losing to us in that game. And Kante scored 5 goals in the league this season, so not too bad from him. But now this proves to be an even bigger challenge, and probably only a match that we can now draw at the best. But I guess we will try and see. Calvert-Lewin, I've just passed it straight back to them. And I tell you what, really can't be letting them score another goal before half time. Otherwise, that is going to be it. And Kante has scored once again. Why is he so good against me going forward? I have no clue. He scored their goal as well last season. And I don't know what's happening, guys. We've completely capitulated against Chelsea here. And we're 3-0 down. And I just don't know. That pass was too good. That move was too good. And Kante, real thorn in our side in this game. That's going to be it, guys. Half time. 3-0 down. We're going to need an absolute miracle to come back from this to even muster a point. But let's hope and pray that we can do it. We've made 2 changes at half time. Gilmour and Ozil are both coming on the field. I just don't think Boga and Souček have been that great for me in this match so far. And hopefully the former Chelsea man Gilmour and Ozil, who we know does like to pop up every now and again with a goal against a big team, can hopefully get us back in this game. But I mean, if Chelsea do score another, that's pretty much going to be game over. But Sessegnon does pass that through to Ozil. Ozil passes that into Gilmour, then both linking up. Loftus-Cheek now is going to go through, and he's going to hit it through to Sarr. Sarr's going to knock that through over to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin is going to get that, and he's going to pick the ball up. And I tell you what, we have made an impact straight away on the second half. And that is what we need to come back in this game. Calvert-Lewin adding another goal. I think that's 34 goals for him now in the league. Nice pass through by Sarr. Easy enough finish. And I tell you what, guys, that was the best start we could possibly have to this half. And now we need to try and capitalise again quickly and get another 2 goals. And then I think Chelsea were caught a bit off guard by our changes at half time. But anyway, he's going through to Gilmour. Gilmour now pops that through over to him. And oh, that pass was just lacking a little bit from Calvert-Lewin there to Sarr. Sarr could have been through. And I tell you what, we are definitely starting this half a little bit better. But yeah, it's not going to help, especially when Pulisic is on the field. Havertz now, don't know what he's going to try and do. Very skillful player he is. Pass that down the wing to Pulisic. Pulisic crosses that in. And then Frimpong manages to get rid. And the man who was in the thorn in my side, guys, Reece James at DM, has scored a sort of interesting bicycle kick. And what am I meant to do? I think that was a bit of an unfortunate goal. We couldn't really do much about it. We'll watch the replay of that. But yeah, Chelsea have replied. Pulisic crosses it through. We win the header. The chest from Frimpong was unfortunate, and Reece James is there to nod it in. First goal in the league for him, as the classic scorers against us are. That was very unfortunate. I think that the chest from Frimpong, he couldn't really do much more, but I think that's probably it, guys. And yeah, we're going to chip that through, but he wouldn't make the run for some reason. It's not as if we're losing, guys, you know. You don't want to make the runs, apparently. But I think Urzi's got the ball. They're going to hit that through to Sessegnon. Sessegnon to Calvert-Lewin, and I think that's offside. It is. Calvert-Lewin needed to keep his line there, and that is a shame. I mean, we probably wouldn't have had a chance anyway. I am going to... Now we're through to Werner. Werner shoots, and Werner scores near post. And 5-1, guys. I think this was the score that we lost against Tottenham before we beat them, and now it's the score we've got after beating Chelsea. So shows these teams really come back with vengeance. And these both these games are actually at home. We won both the away games and got battered in the home games. I don't really know what the correlation is there, why we're so much worse at home, but yeah, it's really not that great. I mean, what am I even saying, to be honest? It's annoying that after beating Tottenham, you know, getting a massive win, we got battered by Chelsea. Basically, we just seem to lack consistency against the top teams. We either beat them or get battered by them. But yeah, one more game of the episode. You really need to not get battered by Lyon, as it is obviously a two-legged tie in the Europa League. So hopefully this game won't have too much effect on it. But as you can see by the stats, Chelsea definitely deserving the win. Alright, game against Lyon in the Champions League. And I tell you what, their team is looking pretty good. They've still got Depay, Dembele up front, Aouar in midfield, playing a 5 at the back. Bender, I don't know if that's Lars or Sven. They've got a right wing back, which is interesting. Maybe it's someone else, I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to have to play my strongest team against them, as that does look like a very good Lyon team. We do have a game actually about 2 days later against Palace, but I'll have to deal with that in the next episode anyways. It's the last game of this one. Hopefully we can pick up a win and to make it all that more easier when we go away. But as you guys know, my home form is a little bit to be desired. So let's find out how this game goes. Check now through to Calvert-Lewin, and Calvert-Lewin's going to shoot and force another save. I was hoping that would be in the back of the net, but Lopez makes a decent save there. And Calvert-Lewin maybe should have done a bit better, but Sarr's going to cross that into Calvert-Lewin, who's going to knock it in with the corner. He seems to score a corner, or our strikers do, at least every few games. And he really is a danger from set pieces, guys. And it is a bit weird that, you know, the corners always seem to go to the same guy, or the striker's always the one at the near post. But either way, I'll take it. He heads it in. Goldie might be a bit disappointed, but, you know, when you're that close, reaction really is a thing, and you can't really blame the keeper. Calvert-Lewin gets his head ahead of everyone else and makes it 1-0. Now let's try and at least not concede a goal and hopefully keep it at this, or hopefully even extend it. And now Sarr's got the ball, and we know that he can be one to run through, and he's actually hit it through to Calvert-Lewin, and Calvert-Lewin's actually done well to skip past his man, and Calvert-Lewin's actually going to try and knock it through to Sarr, and I should have just shot. What was I doing, guys? That was an awful decision by me. I feel he just needs to try and catch that, I think. He punches it away, a bit sketchy, but either way, that could have actually proved to be the best decision, as Calvert-Lewin has the ball, and he's going to knock it up to Boga, and Boga needs to try and break forward, and he does, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do. He's going to try and cross it in, try and put it into Calvert-Lewin, and the shot, Calvert-Lewin scores. And I tell you what, guys, we know that 45th minute cheese is a thing, but I'm not going to complain about it when it goes my way. And Calvert-Lewin scored the second of the game, and I tell you what, the ball just pinging around in the box there, and actually it's fortunately fell to us for once, and yeah, didn't know what to do, just pretty much hit it in there for the sake of it. But Calvert-Lewin gets the ball back, knocks it past the Lyon keeper, and that is his second goal of the game. 7 goals in the Europa League, which I think he got most of them from that Dundalk game. But yeah, 2-0, going pretty well so far. That's going to mark half-time. Let's see if we can, more crucially than anything, not concede in the second half. To Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek just down to Calvert-Lewin. And I tell you what, Calvert-Lewin knocks that through to Souček. Souček now going to knock that back through to Calvert-Lewin. Can Calvert-Lewin get a hat-trick to seal the deal? He can. And I tell you what, Calvert-Lewin is on absolute fire, guys. And our home form has taken the turn for the better. And after getting battered by Chelsea, I tell you what, this game is all over the place, guys, honestly. One game you're battering a team, the next game you're getting battered. No clue what's going on. But either way, I think the guys are riled up. They've, you know, got back, and Calvert-Lewin has scored a hat-trick. And I think with that, he's going to be coming off soon to get a bit of a rest. And this is beautiful play from us. Sarr is now through. He's got the pace. He's just going to have to shoot. And he hits it straight at Lopez. Almost 4-0, guys. Lopez has had a lot to do in this game. And now we're doing Konate. has the ball. He's trying to attack. I think they're sending everyone forward. But Boga's got the ball. Over to Gilmore. Antonio has still got the ball through to Gilmore. Gilmore's popped that through to Antonio. Can Antonio seal the deal? Antonio shoots and scores. And I tell you what, guys, 4-0. Who'd have even thought? The captain of the game now that Rice came off. Antonio sips the tea. Assist by Gilmore, who came on as well. And Antonio, just the power from him. Shoots and scores. 4-0, guys. I don't even know if we need to bother playing the second game against Lyon at this rate. Because 4-0, what are they even going to do in the next one? And that's it, guys. What a way to end the episode. 4-0 in the Europa League. If you guys did enjoy Calvert-Lewin's hat-trick as he picks up the ball, please be sure to leave a like and to leave a comment of what you want to see. Didn't know he'd be wearing the tracksuit. That's actually pretty cool. If they added that new into the game, I'm not too sure. But either way, really solid win. More than I thought. The Pie, they're very frustrated. Not even sure if I'll need to play the second game now with that result. But either way, please be sure to subscribe for more FIFA 21 content. Really enjoying this career mode so far. Really up and down, but really enjoyable. Roller coaster of emotions. Hope you guys do have a nice day. I'll see you next time.